What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 9 to 5 Gamers, and today is Top 10 Tuesday. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to these videos, and also check out memberships where you guys can fund the channel and show your support in that way. And this is something that I want for the channel, is to be fully funded by the people and not by game companies who pay me to say their games are awesome. But today is the spooky season. As you can see, we have Jack Skellington over here, and he's going to be assisting me in our top 10 today. And these are top 10 games that scared the crap out of me. Now, little words of wisdom here. What I mean by that, of course, is metaphorical. I already did my top 10 spooky games. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check that video out in the card at the top of the screen. But this is going to be top 10 games that metaphorically scare me. They literally make me poop myself, because they are for various reasons. These games just terrify me and absolutely scare me. And maybe some of you can identify with this, but it's just more of a funny list. But I hope you guys enjoy it today. So let's take a look at my number 10. And again, these are in no particular order. All of these games scare me, and they scare the crap out of me. So, and today our number 10 is Oath, and I'm bringing out the actual board games themselves to show you, number one, that I have these games in my collection, so I'm not just making this stuff up. But also because this helps me in editing. I don't have to edit in a photo of each little thing. So, Oath. This game scares the crap out of me, and let me explain why. Because all the times that I've tried to learn this game, I just cannot get it down. And it's like this big rule book that you have to read. There's a one where you can like play as you learn, and I can't get a group to commit to want to play this, and it hasn't happened yet, and it's been frustrating. I've pulled this out, I've set it up, and I read through the rule book, I fall asleep, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This game just scares me, man. I don't know what it is about this game, but this game terrifies me, and I want to get it played, but I don't know that I ever will. It's this interesting game where every time you play it, it evolves and changes, and it's very interesting. It's made by the people who made Root. It looks awesome, but I just can't get it to the table. The next game that scares the crap out of me is War of the Ring. This is a massive 3 to 6 hour game. I don't even know if it says it on the box. It says 2 to 4 players, 120 minutes. So it says it's 2 hours. But from what I've heard this can take anywhere from like 3 to 6 hours. It's a big, lengthy game for only 2 people. There's a lot of rules that you've got to learn and a lot of things, and it looks really, really fun. But man, I just cannot get this game to the table because it just scares me. The minute I start setting it up, I'm already intimidated by it. This game scares the crap out of me. But War of the Rings is regarded as one of the best 2-player games of all time. So I'm excited to get it to the table. My wife is interested in playing it, but I just don't know if it's going to be her forte if she knows how long it is. She may not want to play it after that, but that's okay. We can play Lord of the Rings for like the other one for like 3 hours, and she's fine. So she might still be interested. The next game that scares me so much is Clash of Cultures. I've read through the rule book, and I've gone through it. I have to go through it again because I just am not convinced that I fully understand how to play the game 100%. But man, this is such a big game with a lot of pieces, and there's a lot of things you can do and a lot of different actions you can do with all the different pieces. This game is interesting. It's supposed to be a really good like civilization game that you play, but man, it looks fun, but man, this game intimidates me so much, and I just have not been able to get it to the table for that exact reason. But I love this game. I'm excited to play it. I have the Monumental Edition. I got this for like $50 at a Board Game Garage sale. My next game is Dominant Species Marine. Dominant Species is a very interesting game, and the Marine one only adds to the complexity of this. And I think it's the complexity of this game that scares the living daylights out of me. Like, I want to play it, but man, I started reading through that rule book, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is intimidating. To say the least. And it looks like a really, really good game, but man, I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so many actions and so many things you can do, and that part where it shows you all the actions you could take and all the things you can do, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is insane. And it looks good, but man, I am terrified to play this game. But it looks great, but I definitely want to get it played. I mean, look at this. Just to zoom in on that thing. Look at that board. and all the actions over here that you guys can... Oh my goodness, this game looks incredibly difficult, but we'll see. My next game that scares me half to death is Star Wars Rebellion. This game is scary. And the reason why is because it has got a chunky rulebook, man. And the map is huge. I think for all the same reasons I am terrified of War of the Ring, I am terrified of Star Wars Rebellion. It is a 2-player only game. Again, it's one of those 3 to 4 hour games where it's like, the person I play with, I need to make sure they love it and that they're having a good time. I don't want them to quit midway through and then I wasted like 3 hours playing and we didn't finish. It scares me, man, that this game, I hope that I love it as much as people say that it's good. Like, so many people say it's like one of the best games for 2 players. I think it's in the BGG top 10. I think it's number 10 on the list, and I'm like, man, this game just terrifies me, man. I don't know if it's the status that scares me, but it's one of those things where I have to get the right moment to play with somebody at the right time. I gotta wait for a day where, like, maybe my wife has something she has to do and she's out of the house, and then I could just get somebody to come over and we play. That might be very interesting. Actually, one of those days might be coming up soon. I might actually get to play this. We'll find out. But anyways, yeah, this game scares me. And the next game that scares the crap out of me, Feast for Odin. This game could have easily been, like, if I was actually ranking these, this probably would have been my number 1. I have set this game up, I want to say 9 or 10 times, and still have not played it. I have set it up fully. I've gotten ready to play the solo. I have read through the rules. I've read through the rules again. I think I've read the rules twice. I looked up how to play. I watched it. I started watching somebody play the game solo. And I think I've done all the homework I need to, and I should know how to play the game, but it just still escapes me. And for some reason, I don't know, there's like this mental block that won't let me play this game. And I feel like this is one of those games where it's like, somebody's just going to have to teach me this. I'm going to have to play with somebody who already knows how to play. And the problem is, I don't know anybody who knows how to play Feast for Odin around me. I pretty much, there's like maybe 6 people I know who play games, and most of them don't play games, you know, like these types of games, these really heavy games. And so for the same exact reason as Dominant Species, this game has a ton of worker placement spots that you can go to that do different things. And they say that it's really, it's kind of deceiving because there's a bunch of worker placement spots, but they all kind of do the same thing in the row. They're just like the advanced versions or something, so it's not as complex, but it just still scares me, man. This game terrifies me just looking at this. And this is the expansion box, by the way, because the other box is over there, and I just grabbed it real quick. But Feast for Odin, man, terrifying, terrifying stuff. Woo! This is a big one. Robinson Crusoe. Oh my gosh, I set this game up maybe four times. Have not played it at all. This game scares me. And you know what scares me? All the people who say this game is super tough, it's super difficult to beat, and that's the reason why I haven't played it. It just scares me half to death because I'm like, I want to play this game, but I feel like there's a guaranteed certainty that you're going to lose, and that doesn't feel good all the time, and I'm okay with losing, but they're like, it's almost impossible to beat, and it makes me go, should I even play this? You know what I mean? There's a watch it played. You don't need to read the rule book. You can just watch it played. That's a sticker. Watch it played, man. They were on boxes, man. But yeah, Robinson Crusoe for whatever reason. And there's expansions to this. I'm not buying them. I can't even get through the core box. So anyways, Robinson Crusoe scares the daylights out of me. This game haunts me in my nightmares. Kanban EV. Talk about complex, man. Like when I'm reading through that rule book and looking at all the things that this game has, I just have not yet gotten it to the table. It is just such a big game. There's so much to it. And Vital Lacerda's games are known to be extremely heavy, very difficult, except for, like, I think Bot Factory, which was really made by somebody else, and I think Vital Lacerda helped design that, but I don't think he was the main designer on that. I don't remember. But anyways, Kanban EV I've just heard is phenomenal, but I just can't play it, man, for whatever reason. It's hard to get to the table. I set this thing up and try to learn, and I just can't, man. I can't. I have not found the day to sit down and play Kanban EV. This game is scary, okay? Super scary. Game terrifies me. But looking forward to playing it when I can. So a new game to my collection, Age of Innovation. Now, you might say, why is that so scary? Isn't this basically Terra Mystica? Well, I've never played Terra Mystica, and I've never played Gaia Project. But good lord, this is a heck of a rule book, man. like the amount of pages and stuff. I'm like, man, there's so much stuff in the appendix with all the different, and I think what overwhelmed me too was like just in the setup alone, there's so much stuff you have to set up in this game, so many pieces, and at the end of it, I set it up and I started reading how to play, and I just was like, I can't do this, I don't know what it is. I may need to talk to somebody about this, but yeah, this game literally terrified me, man. I opened up the box and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this played. It looks really, really good. But and that's the thing. It's like I've played complex games. I feel like Ark Nova is pretty complex. It has a lot of rules. That game took me like a couple of days to read through that rule book because when I'm reading, man, sometimes I just zone out and I miss stuff, and it's tough, man. Like learning to play games is not an easy thing. For all the people who learn how to play games and make like how to play videos, which I don't think I will ever do on this channel, I salute you. I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all get it done. This next box is huge. Okay, so ISS Vanguard. I just got this. There was a buy two, get one free. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy this, Age of Innovation, and then I got Marvel Dagger for free. So I was like, not a bad deal. Unless you really hate Marvel Dagger and you say that was a waste of a free game. Probably, but I kind of already have a lot of the games that were there. So it was nothing else in this price range to get. But ISS Vanguard is a massive, massive game. And if you thought Age of Innovation was tough, I mean, just opening the box terrifies me because it takes 17 years to get the lid off. And then once you do, you're greeted by the rule book, which I'm not even kidding you. This thing is not like, you know how normally they have like a staple and it's just paper that's been stapled together? This thing has a glued, I forget what this is called, but the like that hard part of the book. I don't know what that's called, but that part right there, that thing, it has one of those. This is 48 pages. A lot of that is a glossary and index and stuff like that, but this is all instructions on how to play the game. Now, from what I've heard is that it's got a intro thing that basically holds your hand, and most of the rule book is just like this thing guiding you through the game. But man, I've heard this game is complex. I've heard that it's a lot of game, and that rule book is absolutely horrifying. And the fact that I'm gonna actually probably break this out right after I finish this video is insane. But yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but ISS Vanguard, I don't even know why I purchased this. This was felt like an impulse buy, not really, but I definitely did want this game. I just don't think that I was ready for the commitment that this would be as a game. And then it's like, am I going to play this solo or am I going to play with my wife? What if my wife doesn't like it? Then I'm going to have to play by myself, which I was planning to do that anyway. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't foresee myself playing this with anybody. I don't even know if I should play this with anybody. I don't know if I should just try to tackle this solo. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section if any of you have played ISS Vanguard and you've got some advice on how I should play. Should I just play this solo and play as like 2 characters or all 4 characters? Or should I invite some people over the house and do a campaign of this and just commit to playing this? Should I record that, those playthrough sessions? Let me know in the comment section. But really what I'd like to know in the comments is what games scare the crap out of y'all. So put that in the comment section. It is the spooky season, so go ahead and comment and tell me which games scare you. Like they literally, metaphorically, metaphysically just terrify you, have you quaking in your boots because you just have not gotten them played and you really want to play them, but they just intimidate you for some reason. Let me know what those games are in the comment section. I always enjoy reading your comments and I'm always replying to those comments. So please go ahead and put that in the comment section. Now, anyways, thank you guys so much. Don't forget, like these videos, man. That's how YouTube spreads the word. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to become a member. Oops, yeah, like accidentally just click the join button. It doesn't matter. It's just money. It's not even a lot. You can just do it. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Catch you on the flippity flip. Haven't done that in a while.